It's a popular belief that many people hold all at the same time.
Religion is like an organised culmination of people who have the same kind of spiritual beliefs.
But religion is something that people believe in based on, I guess it could be God.
What people believe in.
It's like what you believe, I don't know.
I think there's a difference between spirituality and religion.
Religion is it's where people follow a set of like rules or guidelines on how they feel they can be a good person.
It's something.
They draw things like this for their lord.
My brain just went to baby, don't hurt me.
He's generally believed to be an omnipotent being that defines what happens in the universe all the time, and generally appears everywhere.
God is kind of like what the person who believes in is kind of like the almost like focal point of a religion, I'd say.
Muslims and other ethnicities may see him as like Allah.
I think God is a lot of people's belief that there's a higher power, and that's the name that they give it, and he has other names.
In my religion, God is an overseeing, omnipotent entity.
A person that everyone thinks rules the world.
Lots of people see him differently. I mean, there's the Christians see him as the God.
God is a being is a spiritual being that we don't know about, but it's a spiritual being that's always been, but he created us, and we know about that throughout the Bible.
God is, I think, in general, just any concept of a higher power than humans and human consciousness.
We've got Thor, Loki, Odin, and the other Norse gods.
Catholicism, Christianity.
Christianity, Judaism.
Ancient Egyptians and Imhotep.
Yeah, paganism.
Sikhism, Hinduism, Islam.
Paganism.
Buddhism.
Christianity and Catholicism.
Yeah.
Buddhism.
Jews, Sikhs, Muslims, Protestants, isn't that one?
Judaism.
Mormons.
Islam.
Paganism, and there are lots of branches of paganism.
James Winston, isn't it?
Christianity, Hinduism.
In the future, Christianity might end up being just like Zeus and Thor and stuff. Jesus becomes part of the Avengers.
There's Mormons, there's the afterborn Christians, is it?
Islam, Sikhs, Hindus.
Hinduism, Buddhism, Christianity, both Catholic and Protestant.
Scandinavian paganism, Celtic paganism.
Judaism, that's a good one.
There is a Native American one, but who cares about them, right? 'Cause
Hinduism, Buddhism.
Wicca.
Yeah, there's Jedi, that's actually a religion. Pastafarianism, which is where you wear a pasta coriander on your head.
Greek paganism, Egyptian paganism.
Or Jedi, that's not real.
I don't know, there's any Satanisms in there, but I don't really count it. I think it's a bit of a teenager religion.
Sikhism, Deism.
I'm gonna be a Satanist, Mom.
Rastafarianism, that's a religion.
No.
No.
Yes.
I'm religious in the sense that I have a religious belief.
I'm a Jehovah's Witness, I have been all my life.
I used to follow a sort of Christian belief. I wasn't baptised at any point, but
Go to
Yeah.
hell.
I raised my daughter in a particular faith.
I went to a
Yeah.
Catholic primary school, didn't believe any of it. I hated singing the hymns, except for the Harvest Time hymns, those were the good
but
ones.
those were some good hymns.
But then I could say that I'm not religious in the sense that I don't follow the rules of my religion strictly.
Well, it's paganism, because that's my religion.
There's the Catholic part of my brain is saying that I mustn't say Catholicism or I'll be damned to hell.
Buddhism, well, Buddhist.
With Catholicism, there comes the comfort blanket of childhood.
They're like, if science wants to do its thing, then I'm going to let science do its thing. I'm not going to stop science.
Jehovah's Witness because I am one and I believe in my. Not because I've been like I know I've been raised as a.
Don't really know.
But I'd have to say Christianity,
People tend to think that because my dad's brought me in, that I'm like forced into it.
because my nan's a Christian.
I'd probably say Christianity just purely because I know more Christians than I do anyone else, but I don't really know much about it.
I'm intrigued by paganism.
So in that sense, that's my religion because I believe it, not because my parents. That's what people think. My parents have made me do it, but I do it myself.
Because I like the concept of not just worrying about what you do, but having a concern for. I like the idea of karma, and I also really like the concept of respecting everything, not just other people.
I don't really have one.
Scientology and Mormonism.
Yeah, those are good ones.
Islam, because I just don't like them.
Scientology is scary as well because it's all about money.
Or anybody who likes it.
I'm going to have to say Christianity with that one.
As a witness, we have our view. We know what's right and wrong in the Bible because it says in the Bible.
Despite being, a very well-intentioned religion, it's led to a lot more violence than a lot of the other religions over the years.
At least things like Christianity and Islam have a sort of mysterious background and origin.
I'm really interested in Louis Theroux. He did a documentary about the Westboro Baptist Church.
Mormonism was founded by a man who was known for being a con artist. Nobody thought to step in and say, hold on a minute, why are we listening to this guy again? He couldn't be lying, could he? Why would he lie about a thing like this? No!
And lobbying soldiers' funerals and sending out such hateful messages, I personally don't like that.
I don't know, there's loads of practices that aren't like Muslims. It is Muslims. They are known for like explosions and killing loads of people.
Because, I don't know, I always hear about it in the news, so it always makes me hate them.
Mormons, their religion is based off of nothing.
Even though with all of this stuff in the media about all of these people, all of these terrorists calling a jihad on people and blowing them up in the name of Allah, that's extremists, and they're part of every religion.
So they have their own views and their own reasoning for it. I'm not going to discriminate for them.
So, like I said, that would be my least favourite religion.
Yes.
No, I just live life to the full.
I don't have a code. Sorry, Rule 54, I cannot have sex and read one of these chat mags during.
I do have a moral code.
I do have a moral code.
I think because of the way I was brought up, part of it is guided by religion.
I used to have a moral code. It was very straight-edged. I was like, yes.
Go to church.
No.
Don't look at boys.
But I think my moral code has more been guided by my own experiences of life.
Very loosely guided by my own religion.
Yeah, like moral sounds like fornication, adultery.
Because of things like the internet.
Oh. What is this guy? They've ruined my moral code.
Things get desensitized, like Grand Theft Auto 5.
Like we don't really swear.
My moral guide is, if you don't want people to do something to you, it's probably best not to do it to them in the first place.
Be good to other people, and what goes around comes around.
Do I think it's effective? Yeah.
No, because all it does is cause problems.
I think it's the way to go.
If that's what someone wants to believe, sure, why not?
It's a good way to diversify a community, but it's not a good way to unify one.
I do think religion can create a strong community.
Definitely needs to be small, and it needs to be controlled by everyone.
Like going down the line, family tree, back down on knee. We are brothers and sisters. Yes, in that sense, but not like in like a village. It wouldn't. No.
I once read a really interesting science fiction novel all about alien attacks. The idea being that because we weren't unified, we weren't able to fight back and resist this invading force.
The way that religion works is it's all open to opinion, and even within the same religion, if you've been brought up being told the same thing, everybody will view it differently.
If you are isolating other people, it can be quite dangerous.
Alright.
Oh, I'll say yes because I'm a bad person.
So I'm a good person.
Yeah,
Enough.
I'm enough. Good enough.
Don't know.
I don't think I want to murder anyone.
I'm a brilliant person. Everyone likes me.
Don't want to make people feel bad on purpose. When I do, it makes me feel bad about myself.
Someone told me that I was a nice person yesterday.
That's entirely dependent on how you would view a good person to be.
When you ask me that question, I automatically slip into Catholic guilt mode and start thinking about all the things I haven't done and all the things that I have done that I shouldn't have done.
Yeah, I think I'm quite a nice person.
What's
It's
a good
good like
person to
walking
you?
around not killing people, or it's good like giving thousands of pounds in humanitarian
Because
aid.
for some people, being a good person is being successful.
Not to sound like too big-headed, in a nice, non-big-headed way.
I'm an okay person. I don't think I'm a good person, but I don't think I'm a bad person.
I would like to think that I am, but to some people, I would be considered not.
I feel like I could be a better person, but
Yeah,
I'd
I think
say a
everyone
good
does.
person. I will be put in a box. That box will go in a big fire, and then I will be turned into ashes, and then I will be dead.
You'll be dead before you go in there, right?
As for my body, that will sort of get buried somewhere, and that'll go in a nice wooden box under the ground, and I'll become worm food.
I'd be super dead.
Double
They'd
dead.
make sure I'd be dead, and then they'd kill me again.
Kill her again, make sure she doesn't come back.
Get put in a box, then I get burnt.
I don't know, I think we're buried or something, I don't know.
I turn to ash.
As far as soul goes, I'm entirely uncertain and won't make a judgment on whether there is or isn't one until I find out.
My mum's gonna throw me in the ocean. I don't think she is, but she'll do what she wants.
When you die, everything that is you becomes part of everything else again.
I do believe in heaven.
Like everything inside of Justine is just basically an extension of me. Because she's made it like this, and this carpet is also an extension of me, and that chair over there.
It does say in the Bible that you return to dust.
I don't know what I believe hell to be. Maybe it's the absence of heaven.
So I die and your body stays there, nothing leaves.
Oh yes, I was hoping you'd say this.
I don't know what God looks like.
I'm gonna draw.
Can I draw a picture of me?
I'm gonna draw like old school God, except it's actually gonna look more like Hagrid.
Oh, I always
Hagrid
felt
is
close to
God.
Hagrid.
Like a spiritual being that you can't actually see him.
I'm drawing the old fire and brimstone, Old Testament God with the big white beard.
We
You know,
have a
I
connection.
feel like Hagrid gets me.
I'm gonna be Prime Minister.
Which way would my thumb be? That way.
God wears clothes.
Because willies are gross.
What if he doesn't have a willy?
Then he's no god of mine.
Religion will be gone. Even my nan. I won't kill her, I'll just deport her.
This didn't go very well. Her eyes were really far away, but that's okay. She's God, so she can just fix that, right?
She?
Yeah.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Actually, I want to make him a bit more smiley. I think God's a bit happier than that.
So I got this, but then I thought that would be really boring. So I also drew a black woman with really big boobs, really big arms, and a penis and a vagina and a snail trail, because I think that would really annoy Republicans if God was a
We
black
don't
woman.
have Republicans here.
It's God.
Bang. You want to pose with it?
A picture of God.
If a guy wants to put his willy up on a man's bum, don't matter.